What's up? Welcome. This is me, Soko Real. Um, I was just compelled to just do a video, just having a real life moment, real reality, like reality check in some things. You know what I'm saying? I said this is gonna be my journal through my recovery. Different there's different levels to healing. There's different levels to just recovery stuff. I don't have it all down packed. I don't quite know everything. I don't quite got it all figured out. Okay. So I'm constantly unfolding another thing in my life, peeling back another layer in my life about something. And today, it just so happens to be a layer. It happens to be a layer of accepting the fact that I won't have, I may not ever have a relationship with my daughters. That is a real thing. That is a real, I'm very hopeful. But the reality of it is that they're all, two of them are grown. Two of them are grown. One of them is already adopted. She's 13. She was adopted by somebody that was kind of like family, I guess. But the it's hard to do a video. I have kids. It's give me the keys. Go back in the house. I rarely get any time to myself, and that's why I haven't really been posting much. But like I was saying, I'm sorry, I just got off work. But as I was driving home, I just was just having this thought, like, damn, I may never be able to build or have that relationship. You know, there's so many years that we missed out on those opportunities to build those memories that mothers and daughters build. So I just want to suggest, if anybody has children that are young, and if you have the opportunity to have a relationship with them, do it, because they're going to be older, they're going to have their own life, and their priority is not going to be, let me create a memory with my mom who didn't even raise me. Okay, so I'm making this video for people that may have had, they may have children, and it's not just mothers, I'm talking about fathers as well. You know, people who have children. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that I was going to be on here crying, but it's just a real moment for me. It's a real healing for me. If you have a child and they're not too far to reach, try everything in you to reach them. Try every single thing inside of you to reach them, because they're going to be grown before you know it. And they may not want to have a relationship with you because they've had more time on earth without you than with you. And so they figure, like, what's the difference? Like, I can be with or be without. It doesn't even really matter. So, that's all that I'm saying, you know. And just, I'm not going to get into detail, but the reason why my daughter was adopted is because I didn't complete my CPS services in a timely fashion. I did everything that I had to do, but because I didn't do it, because I didn't do it in less than a year, they denied the reunification. They recommended adoption. She was 2 months when they had took her, and it was in December The same month, a year later, that they recommended adoption, I had already did rehab. I was in rehab. I had been in rehab for some time, but I was kind of hard headed, and so I got sent to several rehabs. Even though I stayed clean consecutively through all those, I had I went to one rehab and I got kicked out because of my ex boyfriend. He was calling up there and got me, kind of got me kicked out because of the safety of the other people that was in rehab. He was just doing too much. Okay, and then um, and then I went to another one and I got kicked out of that one because my mouth, I popped off at the mouth, and as usual, my mouth always gets me in trouble. And then I went to another one. The last one was almost like jail. It was like closed fence. It was just really crazy. So, anyways, I'm not trying to just be going on and on and on. But I did, when I had my court date, they denied reunification, and they also, and they granted my son to come back. So my son came back home, but my daughters didn't come back home. That's what had happened, even though I did everything I had to do. And then I went through an appeal process and they denied that. Now I'm in California, and my baby was only a year old, and they recommended adoption. So that's been one of the hardest things I had to go through. Yes. Karate costume. Oh, the karate. You're not going to put your karate outfits on just yet. I'm going to come in the house and I'm going to help with that. Just go in the house. It's windy out here. No, you cannot be outside. It's too cold. It's too cold. You don't even have a jacket or a hat on. A jacket and a hat. Oh my God, y'all. So I just want to just encourage somebody out there that may be dealing with CPS. That is not one beast you want to play with. They control your whole family, your kids. I would hate for anybody else to feel the feeling of losing your kids. Everything happens for a reason, though. And so that's why I'm the comeback kid. Because even though I went through all that, and it was very hard, and it was very hard to go through that stuff. And then I'm still able to keep my head up, and I'm still able to just continue to live life. But it ain't been easy because I haven't completely coped with it correctly. It's been 13 years, but I've been coping with it the way that I knew how to cope with it. I picked up and I put in, I continued to gamble heavily. I started, well, I continued to indulge in substances, and that's the way that I had coped. But my coping mechanism didn't work. It didn't make me reunified. It didn't. Nothing worked out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here to say that I don't know. All I'm here to say is that even though it didn't work out, I have some acceptance right now. I have some acceptance that things didn't work out. I didn't get my kids back, but I have my other kids. I can still press on. I still have something to live for. Okay? I still have something to live for. I got two handsome sons. I got three handsome sons that love me. I have three daughters that don't know me. And I don't know why it happened that way. Like, I never It wasn't nothing ever. I never did anything like, it was never like no type of abuse to my girls or anything like that. Just in case if anybody's wondering, like why she don't got her girls but she got her guy. I mean, why she doesn't have her girls but she have her sons. That's what that was about. It was, they were adopted and taken care of by another family, and then my other daughter, who's 19, her dad has always raised her since she was like 6 months. That's when I was just gambling off the hook. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know what was coming over me. I just knew that I love gamble more than anything, it seemed like at the time. I was just completely reckless and out of control. So, yeah. So, anyways, here it is 20 years later, and I'm changing my life, but I'm 43. I can, I'm glad that God woke me up here on earth opposed to waking up on Judgment Day. I'm just glad that I'm here. I still have I still have some life in me. You know what I mean? I didn't took some hard falls, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still standing on my two toes. I'm still vibrant. I still, I'm still blessed. I'm absolutely blessed. So I just wanted to say, be encouraged. And if you're fighting with CPS, don't give up. Keep fighting. You know, I don't think that there was any win-win situation with me. You know, the odds were against me, but I was against me. It wasn't my time. I didn't stop the foolishness. And I also want to say that the family that did take my girls in, my girl that is 24 and my daughter that is 13, the family that did take them in, they are awesome family. Like, my daughter went to the Naval Academy. She's awesome. She's beautiful. My other daughter, she's that's 13. She's a straight A student. I mean, both of them are just, they're awesome, smart young ladies. And I just have to accept the fact that I may never be a part of their life ever. Okay. And so I'm just learning to just completely accept that, because they're getting older and they don't really know me, and they may not be interested. So I'm healing from those things right now, and I'm documenting my journey, especially through my other early stages of recovery. This kind of stuff happens in recovery. We get to feel stuff. We get to think about our children. We get to think about the possibilities. Um, at the same time, I also am a child of God, and I do believe He's the Alpha and the Omega. He's the author and the finisher of my life, of my faith, of everything. And so I know that everything is in control. I put everything in God's hands. Listen, when I try to do it myself, I didn't do good at all. I sucked. I completely sucked at this thing. But I put it in His hands, and He's equipping me and empowering me for whatever situation, whatever outcome is coming. Okay? So I'm just learning and gaining some. And I hope that I help somebody with this live. I hope that I'm giving another mother, another father, some encouragement. Um, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. That's all I want to see. That's all I want to say. Do not give up. These are our children. Do not give up. Especially if you're turning your life around, your child deserves to know who you are. Not know, your child deserves to know who they come from. You deserve I don't know. I don't even know. Everybody's situation is unique and different. Um, ask for forgiveness for your children for not being there for so long. I'm sorry, please forgive me. For a while, when I did approach my children, maybe my attitude wasn't right. Maybe I wasn't humble enough when I approached my daughter who's 24. I kind of have my own little personal feelings about the whole situation. And, I had to make amends. I had to apologize to her for my attitude, the way I came at her. And she still may never forgive me. And I can live with I can live with myself now because I asked for forgiveness and I'm ready to move on with my life. Meaning I'm not still stuck at, oh my God, I'm such a bad mother. No, I'm a good mother. No, I go to work. I take care of the boys that I have. I'm still um, in my recovery. I'm doing that daily. And anyways, the world just wants us to, they want to see consistency. They want to see that, wow, okay, maybe she did change. Maybe we just got to give us some time. Give us some time, you guys. Give us some time. You know, I've been having a whole lot of time of messing up and cutting up with my children. Now it's time for me to prove myself. And a couple of months may not do it. They may need to see a couple of years because they've protected their hearts. Their hearts become a little callous. You know what I mean? For being hurt for mommy not showing up or whatever the case may be. So I understand that as well. We also have to, put ourselves in the shoes of our children, you know. So anyways, yeah, thank you for letting me share. Thank you for, taking time to listen to me. Um, God bless you.